Madrid do brilliantly here. Vinicius Jr. in the centre, picks it up. Benzema, who I thought might shoot first time, instead pulls it back into Vinicius Jr., who just about gets it home. Benzema makes sure it crosses the line. The goal that has been given to the Brazilian.
So I'm just sitting like a stupid dog. The man's passed out. We're watching soccer on YouTube. On YouTube or Hulu, I don't know which one it was. So, this is a big parlor room, but doesn't even have anything to do with the big parlor room. This is what we were trying to do, was going to be a headline news. We botched on April Fool's Day. We did a botched job on the headline news. We mispronounced or mispronunciated. I think it's what you call it, mispronunciated, when you put something in the wrong spot. So anyways, it didn't matter. We just butchered it. We butchered it. So this would be, a homage to the big parlor room. We're in the big parlor room. We're listening to a lot of European dudes talk about soccer, and they want to call it football. So anyways, the top TikToker said she yelled at a man who approached her in a parking lot. That's clickbait. You click on that. She's a beautiful girl. She looks like Sabrina the Witch. Big, beautiful, soulful, beautiful Hungarian-esque features, like a skinny, malnourished Hungarian girl with beautiful, radiant blue eyes and blonde hair and everything. But anyways, there's a story on the headline news about the surprise accusation bolsters. So wait a minute, is Kermit the Frog doing some soccer announcing?
The concern should be on the Real Madrid midfield. They are the ones that are getting dominated. While Barcelona had a lot of the possession and they're taking the game forward, the transitions of Real Madrid are always dangerous. Certainly when you get Rodrigo running, when you get...
That's the problem with the most macho Brazilian men. They talk like Kermit the Frog. Don't get shot. Do not shoot the dog on sight. It's a joke, Brazil. It's a joke. He's an outlier. Most Brazilian men are very great, and you have to watch them. They're so great. Someday they'll conquer the world. They'll be like the Germans. But this guy here, he's a superstar, duperstar. He's got the Kermit the Frog voice. I don't know how many. I think it's a genetic thing. Because the black people would always get, whatever you call that thing when they have a lot of extra strokes and they have a lot of, they throw fits and their hearts blows up and they have mesmerosis. I think that's what you call it when your brain bursts and all the blood comes out of your ear and your nose. A mesmerosis. This guy, he don't have hypertension. He's got Kermit the Frog voice.
Luis Garcia joins us.
All right, so Luis, I don't know who that is. But anyways, if you're in the big parlor room and you're trying to do a headline news thing and Kermit the Frog Man is talking in the background, whew, you don't know what's going to happen. No one actually knows what's going to happen with that. But anyways, the top story was a TikToker said she yelled at a man who approached her in a park or a parking lot. The second story was surprise accusation bolsters a risky case against Trump. So a surprise accusation, we have a reiteration. We pan to the black prosecutor, liberal, ultra-liberal dude. He's a ball buster. He's a big guy. He's the next Jesse Jackson. We're loving this guy already. All the AOC characters and all the left-wingers are loving this guy because he's taking on Donald. This guy is like taking it across the goal line. You want to threaten Donald, you want to rough Donald up, Donald's going to walk away unscathed. Donald's being made to walk across the hot coals by this guy up there in Manhattan. But basically that's the whole thing. They were talking about some kind of thing that pundits have been speculating that Trump would be charged with lying about the hush money payments to illegally affect an election. That's a bridge too far, they call that. So Donald's licking his chops. You'll know. If Donald keeps looking like a puppet whose master has diarrhea and the guy who sticks his hand up the puppet has no vitality, they would call him unvital or unvital Donald. Unvital Donald has no vitality. Donald, you got no vitality. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So that was the story on that one. That was the second story about it. The headline, third headline. On this day of ours, 2023, sometime in early April, we're doing soccer because the man's passed out cold in the big parlor room. whatever. It's more Europeanish than we were hoping for. But the other headline was Walmart announces automation plan after layoffs. Get rid of them. We want to scan down through here and see the stock price has gone down a little, so they're going to have to get a little few of them, more jobs shedding, more automation. Listen, once the robots control us, so like they're just making us like be running mice through whatever you say down there, the Rearsure test or whatever on the desk. There's some cheese, there's an electric shock, there's a maze. They walk through to try to get the cheese. They go the wrong way. The robots are going to be making us go, hey, get online, get some food, order some food, we'll truck it to you. You don't have to get out of your house, stay in your den. And the robots are going to be taking over. The robots are going to be doing all the menial tasks, and all of a sudden they're going to be controlling everything. And we're going to be like big giant queen bees, just lounge there, trying to push out a couple babies as somebody services us. There won't be that many of us. We won't be saying at the top of the animal kingdom anymore. Remember, I told you so. The AI will be at the top. They already proved it. So my dog remembered it. So I saw it from a previous thing. Don't even worry about it. So, anyways, that was the story that, basically Walmart announces automation plan after layoffs. Get rid of the humans, indoctrinate everyone to the AI. Let the AI meet you at the grocery store. Hello, my name is Charles. I see you like Charmin. Charmin's on sale, big guy. And check out the pistachios. I know you're a pistachio man. The AI will be saying, hey, you like that Charmin? It doesn't stick, whatever. I'm not going to do a big Jay Oakerford take on Charmin not sticking to your butt. The AI will know it. They're like, hey, buddy, you're like a healthy guy. You got to go get the other toilet paper. It's more biodegradable. It's over in the dog aisle. For you, the toilet paper they keep is over in the dog aisle. The AI will say the healthy guy. To the fat slovenly guy with grease coming out of his ass, they say, hey, you haven't had a gallbladder surgery yet? You need to hit the diaper aisle, and you need to hit the Charmin aisle. We got extra Charmin because it's the most fluffy, tender to all the, gallbladder patient. No, it doesn't matter. The AI is going to rule it all. So we go to the fourth take. Joy, pain of a 90s boy band concert at a mall 2023. Joy, pain, joy pain. Joy pain of a 90s boy band. Joy pain, joy, pain of a 90s boy band concert at a mall. I'm not going to read that. We're not going to find out. We can take a glimpse. So there's a picture. Something to do. All right, you can't wait that long. It's over. You have to hit refresh. The joy and the pain of the boy band from the 90s. In 2023, it doesn't resonate. Okay, new take, new headline. New headline is rule change would force in-person visit for prescriptions. In-person visit for prescriptions. Every once in a while you got to do it. You don't have to go all the time. You got to pay now $30, $40, $50 a month for your prescriptions for the doctor to say, hey, doc, can you give me a 5-month supply over here? It's cost me $35 to walk in this joint so you can sign a paper. You see me for 15 seconds. Thank you, doctor. You picked my pocket. A new middleman. It's a beautiful thing. They've degenerated the doctors and the middleman. No better. So the next headline after the doctor thing, it's like the days of our lives with the doctors. They could be doctors, but yet they're really charlatans. They're scamming us for their fees. Their fees on top of fees. It's like a tax. Used to be, you went to pay the doctor paid his own taxes. The doctor was involved with the government. The doctor's like, I'll pay you $45, you $125, you $75. It didn't matter. He had to pay his taxes. We weren't paying his taxes. They weren't sharing the thing. So, paying for paradise is the next take. Not a take, it's a headline. Hawaii mulls fees for ecotourism crush. Whew. Football is getting ready to start back up, so we gotta hustle up here. So taking care of Hawaii's unique natural environment takes time, people, and money. Hawaii, you're one tsunami away from being an afterthought. I'm sorry, it's like Listerine. You had your day, no one's buying it. So we're going further away. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a story I want to get to here. This will be the last story in the headlines. The soccer's starting up. We got to hit the soccer. The headline is, a girl refused to sell her goat for slaughter. Then came law enforcement. Oh, those jackbooted dogs. Jessica Long's 9-year-old daughter brought the family goat Cedar to the Shasta District Fair and Event Center in Anderson, California, 150 miles north of Sacramento. First off, if you're 150 miles away, you don't have to mention it. You got to find a little bit bigger place closer, or maybe you're it. Maybe within a 125-mile circle radius, Anderson, California is the biggest thing. You can't stretch it to 150 miles and say Sacramento. Can't blame Sacramento. Please. Last year, they brought that goat to that place 150 miles, and maybe somewhere around 183 kilometers, no less, to sell him for slaughter. As the livestock auction was starting, she told her mom she couldn't bear to lose him. Her friend, the goat, they took Cedar home. They reneged on the deal, so to speak. Hey, there's a contractual thing. This little girl said, I'm not going to kill my goat. You didn't have to pay the money. You showed up to pay the money, so now you think you get a right to pay the money? Showing up with the money is half of it. The other half is the deal on site. You want to negate the deal on site situation? A little girl can take her goat back? Oh, corporate America says, little girls, you got an outlaw situation where a little girl could promise the corporation a goat and then renege and then take her goat back. So what they didn't need a new law, because what the corporation did, they employed the law, and the law went and absconded with the law, kind of, whatever you say, through chicanery, underhanded means. They were being part of the jackbooted thug system. They took the goat back, or they threatened to take the goat back. Damn, I'm just an idiotic, stupid dog when I start thinking about that poor girl getting her goat taken back by law enforcement at the behest or the command, let us say, of corporate America. I started to get, whatever you say, a little itchy, whatever, a little twitchy, big government over here. You're going to come in here, you got to employ, how does corporations get the law? How come the guy who pays the taxes, corporations hardly pay no taxes? You add up all the taxes of the crazy poor people, they're paying more than the corporations these days. Corporation, the police should say, we work for, the corporation's ass, we work for the poor people, they're the one who pays us. Maybe we get the poor people to do a little better, and maybe you could pay the cops a little better, maybe. What do you think? You don't think all boats float up? Whatever. Not in Shasta County. Because in Shasta County, once you a little girl, and you can't stand to have your goats slaughtered, you can't sell them like Judas selling out Jesus, and all of a sudden you think that goat was the best friend I had through the 3rd grade, I maybe not be the best friend with the goat in the 4th grade, maybe 5th grade, probably not 6th grade, it's over, but that goat, he was my best friend in the 3rd grade, he got me through the 3rd grade. Now I gotta sell him, I gotta sell his hide, and his essence and his life, it'll be spilled out on the ground, he'll be slaughtered for goat whatever, I don't know if they're making goat jerky. Why do you have to kill the goat? You could save the goat and get some, I don't know what. Get some goat sperm and some goat tail, get some goat hair, goat whatever, nostril sauce. The one thing that was most important was that you would want to make sure that the little girl could renege, and if she did, and it was a law, that corporate America couldn't just enforce some kind of crazy-ass situation where law enforcement comes knocking on somebody's door and saying, give us the goat so we can take it to corporate America, our whatever you call it, our high priest, I don't know what they call it. It doesn't matter. It does and it doesn't. It doesn't matter as if, we crashed a probe on the Saturn and found out it's all made of inert dust. Okay, great. It doesn't matter as in, don't get swamped by the high tides.